Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout. Brie Larson, star of the upcoming Captain Marvel movie, doesn't like white males. Well, apparently in an IndieWire article, I mean, it's pretty much on every site, everywhere. Brie Larson did an interview the other day, and she's quoted as saying, about a year ago, I started paying attention to what my press days looked like and the critics reviewing movies, and noticed it appeared to be overwhelmingly white male. Brie, like seriously, like who cares if it's men? Who cares if it's white men or European men or black men or I mean, who cares? But anyway, she goes on to say, so I spoke to Dr. Stacy Smith at the USC Annenberg Inclusion Initiative, which oh my God, Inclusion Initiative, who would put together a study to confirm that. Moving forward, I decided to make sure my press days were more inclusive. After speaking with you, the film critic, Valerie Complex, and a few other women of color, it sounded like across the board that they weren't getting the same opportunities as others. When I talked to the facilities that weren't providing it, they all had different excuses. No, they're not excuses, they are reasons. It could be maybe they're recent hirees. Maybe they don't do as good of a job. Maybe they don't put in as many hours. There are an infinite number of reasons, Bree, why people move up or get demoted in a job, and they don't have anything to do with what their sexual genitalia is or the color of their skin. And also, Bree, calling somebody a person of color is really, really degrading because everybody has color in their skin. Nobody's clear. There are no people of clear, Bree. And during the Jim Crow era, black people were called colored people by racist Democrats. And Bree is a Democrat, and she's calling, rather than calling them colored people, she's calling them people of color. So it's kind of interesting how that same mentality has not died off. It goes on to say, I want to go out of my way to connect the dots. It's just, it just took me using the power that I've been given now as Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel's not a real person, Brie. The role comes with all of these privileges and powers that make me feel uncomfortable because I don't really need them. It's a byproduct of the profession and a sign of the times. But any uncomfortableness I feel is balanced by the knowledge that it gives me the ability to advocate for myself and others. Yeah, you could also be a great example, Bree, and not bash people based on their sex and their race. And rather than demoting people and pushing people aside because of characteristics they can't control, you could just create new opportunities rather than take opportunities away from them, Bree. But that takes a little too much brain power. Lastly, it ends. Am I saying I hate white dudes? Yeah, it does, Bree. She says, no, I'm not. But if you make the movie that is a love letter to women of color, there is an insanely low chance a woman of color will have a chance to see your movie and review your movie. Bree, I don't know if you know this, but everybody can upload now their review for free anytime they want online. And if people like the review, if they find that your personality is captivating, they like your voice, they think you're cool, they think you provide some interesting insight, you can actually get a huge following. People will listen to you, and you can even make money doing it. You can even monetize it. See, it's called Google AdSense. And there's other ways to do it as well, Brie, but you don't know that. What do you guys think of this? This is not the first time Brie has said something. During the filming of Captain Marvel, there were pictures of Brie in her Captain Marvel outfit, and they were less than flattering. Brie does not have kind of that shapely figure that an Angelina Jolie does, or even the young athletic woman who played, I can't remember her name, but she played Wonder Woman. So Brie does not hit it very hard at the gym. She doesn't lift weights. She doesn't have kind of like those, I guess, attractive curves or even athletic curves whatsoever. So rather than just kind of being honest and saying, you know what, I need to go work out, because everybody goes and works out in action movies. Chris Evans, everybody in all the Marvel movies work out. They lift weights, all of them, all the guys do, and people bash how they look online, both men and women. A lot of women do. They bash the guys, and rather than the guys saying "I hate women" or "damn you white women" or whatever, they go, you know what? That's true. That picture doesn't look that great, and they go to the gym and they work out with their trainer and get it figured out. They don't basically reject people based on their race or sex. But Brie does not do that because Brie is a weak person, weak-minded, and is the exact opposite of Captain Marvel. Brie also in a tweet not that long ago said that she couldn't care less about the opinions of white men. And let me just ask you this: if somebody was in a Disney movie geared for a very broad audience, and they said, for instance, I couldn't care less the opinions of black men or black women or Asian men or Asian women or Rastafarian men, or I mean any other demographic other than a white male, that person would be called a racist. And every interview they did from that point on, they would have to defend what they said up until the point they are broken down and have to apologize. And then even after they apologize, they have to apologize again and again and again and make a penance for what they've done. But Brie is in that interesting category where she can be as hateful, as sexist, as racist as she wants, and she gets away with it, and we need to hold her accountable because that type of behavior is not acceptable, and it should never be acceptable. So let me know what you guys think about that. Are you going to go see Captain Marvel even though Brie Larson is sexist and kind of racist against um, Caucasian people, even though she is Caucasian, interestingly? Are you going to go to it because you couldn't care less what these crazy lead actors are saying about their movie? You just want to see a good Marvel movie. Do you think the movie is just going to suck anyway, and you're not going because of that, and it's going to tank? Let me know. I'm interested in finding out. I'm not going to go see this. I'm not giving one penny to this lunatic. She's going to use that money to fund some ridiculous cause that's going to attack people based on their race and their religion and their sex. So screw that. I am not going to be seeing it. I'll watch the free clips that are posted online, and that's that. So, anyways, if you want to get future rants, reviews, and original content, click subscribe. Bye, Bree.